Hello, YouTube. Um, this is my 1 month in meditation journal. Um, so I do at least 30 to 45. I've had some days where I actually meditate an hour, not at once. I really don't have the mental strength for that just yet, but yeah, consistently. I do practice Vipassana. I've tried some others like transcendental meditation, but Vipassana or the art of penetrating the mind and bodily sensations via meditation. Um, but yeah, I think I've had two very unique experiences where I've had like a release of energy. This is only after a month. I mean, I'm taking it quite seriously, and I'm familiar with a lot of the techniques. I'm just actually putting into practice now, but um, I've just noticed, yeah, I'm a lot more calm. I am less impatient. These are just character things. I mean, if you're familiar with Buddhist kind of thought, you're like a character, and you can't really like. Again, I think there's a problem with people wanting to kill their egos when there's nothing to kill to begin with. But that aside, I had a very nice chat with Frank Yang on YouTube. I paid him to coach, not really coaching. I've watched so much of his videos. I just want to call and response with him, basically somebody who's done the practice, and I had a beautiful chat with him. But yeah, we went over a lot of things. And one thing I'd like to mention about meditation is it's for most people the most beneficial thing is just concentrating. People, I myself included, have such a hard time focusing on anything for a long period of time, and it's a very pragmatic, helpful tool. And it's kind of gotten bastardized in the West as only that, as only to help you concentrate or be more efficient. But it helps you be more productive too. And because when you're less concerned with the outcome of things or how this thing will affect your person or your ego, etc., you do a better job. You just do a fucking better job. Period. You don't. You're not so concerned with the result of it. You're just in the moment more. And again, it's not. This isn't some linear like. I am not just getting better and better every day. Like if I have some days where I'm a little more grumpy or what have you. But what meditation also teaches you to do is being okay with being grumpy and being able to let go of being happy or content. When you're not content, you're not trying to cling on to it. And then in some ways you become content being unhappy. But it doesn't when you're content with being unhappy, the unhappiness goes away rather quick. When you might just not have a good night's sleep or something pisses you off, you let go. You just release it from your body, from your mind, from your spirit, whatever you want to call it. And it's very liberating. I mean, I think I've had a head start because I've been interested in spirituality for like since I was like 14 or 15. I'm 22 now, but I know so much about meditation and what it does for you, but I haven't. I've actually putting the I'm putting the hours in now on it, and it's I see results. I mean, I'm somebody who's chronically self-aware and hypercritical and over analytical of everything I do and say and whatnot, and people like that can benefit the most, I think, from meditation because you train the higher order of awareness that's kind of resides within you that you may have lost or uh, given up on, or you just don't use it, and it's there. And another, I've gone some very insightful sessions, where I've done maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, which is kind of long. The longest I've done is like 20, 25. But you get to a point where, you train your awareness, right? And people identify with their awareness. And in reality, because, I practice self inquiry a little bit. So, like, where does your self begin and end, right? And it gets deep. Like your arm, people won't really say that's your self, right? That's your arm. It's part of your body. your thoughts even. I mean, most therapists, psychologists, Buddhists would say your thoughts are not you, right? And then, but then, what if your awareness is not you? Your consciousness, what if that's not you either? And I've gone to some points where I kind of realize this, and I don't identify with my awareness either. And I've gone to this weird headspace where it's like this, I've had this feeling of this great intelligence, like this void almost, and it's very spooky. It's kind of scary, yeah. It's fine to call it that. And but it's like this great intelligence that kind of burgeons up in me when I drop the awareness even, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, I've had two experiences too where chakras. I've released my chakra in my spine and in my heart, and I wasn't trying to do so. It just happened. I felt this untangling in my heart, and it was this weird energy that surrounds it, and it just it got released. I kind of teared up a little bit, but I didn't think much. I mean, I'm not dwelling again. I had one of my discussion with Frank Yang. He very much touched on the point is that to really try to avoid having a spiritual ego. So like, I don't view myself as a meditator. I'm just kind of mentally ill. If you want to go like society standards or whatever, I'm a mentally ill loser who lives with his parents, and I'm figuring things out. I'm not a loser, but um I still have I'm still insecure. I'm still too critical of myself, and et cetera. But um it's fine. I'm where I am because that's just who I am. It feels I'm getting the sense that it's you're not really as in control of your wheel as you think you are. What I mean by that is you're not always the one steering. And if you think the more you think you are, probably the less you are. And what I mean by that is people think free will or determinism or whatever, those are concepts. I don't think it's even worth thinking about. But my 2 cents is that it's pointless to even argue about those two things, like whether you have free will or not, like or whether the amount of decisions people make or have, or like their internal locus of control, whatever. That might also be predetermined. So the most willful people, they might just be like that because they're like that, and it's not. Anyway, but also I think meditation a lot is about transcending bad and good judgment of things. And it's not that I think things are wrong and I think things are bad, but that's my character thinking those things. And it's fine. I don't think stealing or murder is good, but inherently on an inherent basis, thinking murder is bad or helping others is good, those are judgments that arise from the mind. They are not reality. And reality, that's a whole other can of worms. I'm not going to get into that. But it's fine to judge things as good or bad, but realize that they're judgments from the mind, and you might not always have the best judgments or the worst judgments. Even some people think they're always make the wrong decisions, and they're always falling off a cliff with everything they do, and it's just not true. I mean, it's just not. It's just bullshit. I mean, we are so conditioned from 5, 4, 3 years old to be a certain way, to think a certain way, to judge a certain way, and it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Okay. Thank you to anybody who's sat through this boring ass. No, I was kidding, but whoever sat through this long, hope you have a good day.